Minister of Police, Bheki Cele, has featured prominently in the evidence given by alleged underworld kingpin Vusimuzi Cat Matlala. Matlala alleges that he gave Cele R500,000 in his own testimony before the ad hoc committee probing criminal infiltration in the SAPS. Bheki Cele admitted to sleeping at one of Matlala's penthouses. Dr. Snuki Zikalala is the president of the ANC Veterans League and now joins us on the organization's take on Matlala's allegations. Good evening to you, sir. Thank you very much, as always, for your time. Senior members of the ANC are implicated in the ongoing probes. What is the ANC Veterans League's posture when it comes to whatever is said about them in public, particularly the admissions when a member or a leader like Bheki Cele admits publicly to have slept at someone who is viewed as not so... I'm struggling to frame what Vusimuzi Cat Matlala should be described as, but it's quite clear that this is someone that society should frown upon because even the courts have refused him bail, and so while he awaits his court date, he sits in prison.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate that this is what happened with Bheki Cele, and Matlala is implicating him. And what you said, the last NEC meeting, which was said by the president, saying that he's pleading, especially with those who are implicated, that they themselves on their own, immediately they feel that they're implicated. To save the ANC from embarrassment, they should step down until they've been cleared. Now, that is what Comrade Senzo did. Comrade Senzo immediately, he did appeal to the NEC, to the NWC, National Working Committee, saying, look, he's been tainted and now he's been investigated. He does not want to taint the image of the organization. He said, let me step down for now until my name is cleared. And then the NWC said no. But he then wrote another letter saying that, look, I don't feel comfortable because the ANC is more important than me. That was Comrade Senzo. And then he said, I would like to step down now and not to be a public figure, not to be a figure not representing the ANC anyway, because I'm implicated until I've been cleared. And he then said, look, I'd like to step down. And of course, the NEC agreed to that. And so we as veterans would like to appeal to those who are implicated, though they have not been found guilty, they should do the same. He has set an example, and so we want all of them to do so. Until those cases are being confirmed, especially in the court of law, then they can be cleared, and once they are cleared, they then can come in and reclaim their positions within the NEC because they're members of the National Executive Committee and within the ANC itself, because people look at that individual as a person who has slept in Matlala's private suite, a person who it is alleged that he has been given 500,000 rand, but that has not been proven. It has to be proven. And so his name is implicated. And so that is why we are saying that if these individuals love the organization, they should save the organization from this embarrassment, because the image of the organization is more important than the individual, because the ANC is bigger than everybody.
Yeah. You mentioned the position of the current Minister of Police, who is on special leave, Senzo Mchunu, and what he said he wanted to do, not for his own sake, but for the sake of the party. Bheki Cele has been quiet since the latest revelations against him, or should we say latest allegations against him. Are you saying that if he is not willing to speak publicly about what his next move is, he should therefore at least inform the structures of the ANC, such as the Integrity Commission, about what he intends to do? Is that what you're suggesting?
All that we're saying is that the Integrity Commission has got the right to call him to come in account. The Integrity Commission has got the right to call him. And so once the Integrity Commission has called him, he can then explain himself to the Integrity Commission. At the same time, he must also explain himself to the Secretary General of the African National Congress. Whether is it true what Matlala has said, that he's giving him 500 rand, but we don't know, because all these things Matlala said, they were in a Woolworths bag. it was cash. Now, you cannot trace any money that has been given to you hard cash. But now Matlala, this is what he says. And so Bheki himself, he must say yes or no. If he has taken bribe or taken money, which is not supposed to take, no leader of the ANC must take money from any person that he has not worked for. It should be money that should be accounted to say that I got paid because I've worked. If you get money from any friend of yours and you don't claim it, it's unacceptable. And so it's up to him. But the Integrity Commission, I think, has the right to call him because currently it puts the name of the organization into disrepute. And so the Integrity Commission has the right to call him and say, can you come and account to us? And so I think the Integrity Commission should do that as soon as possible, or he himself should make an appointment to go and see the Integrity Commission and clear his name. We can't say he's guilty until he has been cleared, until he has cleared his name. Yes, the organization comes first, you see, not the individual.
Mr. Zikalala, Bheki Cele may argue that he does not hold any government position right now. As far as stepping aside, the rules are very clear in the ANC that until such time that you are charged in a court of law, only then can you step aside. What happens if he mounts such an argument? Is he allowed to go and campaign for the ANC, for example, because campaign season, we might as well say it has already started, given other parties presenting their mayoral candidates?
Well, he is a member of the National Executive Committee of the ANC, and so it's important. We can be deployed by the ANC anywhere, and so it's important for him to clear his name because people outside, they look at him, here's a man who's been given 500,000 by Matlala, and so they'll say, but this is a person who's bribable. And so we are saying that he's not guilty at all until he's been proven to be guilty. But we are saying that if he loves the organization, he must say, let me go and present myself to the Integrity Commission because I haven't done anything wrong. And so that is what is important because currently we are on our knees. We got 40% during the last elections. And if we don't cleanse ourselves, if we don't convince society that we don't harbor people who are involved in malfeasance, society won't believe us. And so we have to cleanse ourselves. We have to make sure that all our leaders are ethical, they're credible, that the leaders that can be trusted by community. And so we are on our knees, and society must not judge us wrongly. That is why we got 40% because society did not take us seriously. Those who were implicated in the Zondo Commission, they still remained in the NEC and they are still there. And so society is still very angry with us. It's a fact. Yeah. And so all that we are saying is that let those individuals take that into account because the ANC is more important. Winning elections is very, very important. Ensuring that society regain trust in the ANC is very, very important for us as veterans.
You've already characterized the standing of the ANC by using words such as we are on our knees as a result of the 40% we attained in the last election. So I'm not going to go to that question, therefore, but I will ask you this. Have you had a conversation with President Ramaphosa in his capacity now as head of state as to why he feels that it is still important to keep Minister Senzo Mchunu on full pay? Because yes, he is on step aside, rather he is on special leave, but he's on full pay. We've got basically two ministers of police that are getting paid the same amount of salary, including possibly security around them. Given what has come out of the Madlanga inquiry, particularly around what Brown Mokhotsi had to say, including the evidence that the commission says it has between himself and Mr. Brown Mokhotsi. Do you believe genuinely that the president has an argument to make about why he's still keeping Minister Mchunu as minister?
No, former Minister Mchunu has not been found guilty. And he has not stepped aside. He only stepped aside in terms of saying that I'm stepping aside. I won't be the face of the ANC, and until my name has been cleared until I have been charged. Immediately, if he is charged, then that he'll step down completely. It's then that the president can then recuse him, can remove him as a minister immediately if he's been charged. Now, currently, the investigation is going on. Madlanga Commission is still continuing with interviewing people coming, presenting themselves, and then they have to give the report to the president. The president will then have to act. The president cannot act without having received a full report from the Madlanga Commission and also a full report from the Ad Hoc Committee of Parliament. And so the president, as you know, he's a process man, he's very thorough, and so he wants that he must be given the opportunity to defend himself. If he has not been charged by ADEC, the president cannot just remove him. And so that is why he's now stepped aside, which is a good thing. And he's not the face of the organization. He's not campaigning for the ANC. And so he's waiting for his turn so that he should be charged. And so the president is waiting for the report from these two institutions that are investigating him. And so the president cannot do anything. His hands are tied currently.
His hands are tied, but South Africans continue to pay for his upkeep. Is that fair?
Well, it's not fair, but at the same time, as you know, in South Africa, we believe in the rule of law. And every individual has got the right to defend himself. And so a person cannot be dismissed without him having presented himself in front of the court of law. That's why we are a constitutional democracy. And so the society must bear with us because he has rights. His rights as an individual. His rights to be tried by the court of law. And so he has not yet been charged. It's all that we're saying. Immediately, if he's been criminally charged, then that the president can say he must step down from all the position that he's holding. And of course, all the privileges that he's been having, they'll be removed. Until he's charged, nothing that can be done. The president's hands are tied, really, because we believe in the rule of law.
Dr. Zikalala, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
And I really am not laughing because it's a funny, it's a joke what is going on. So in the eyes of the ANC, the minister on special leave is not suitable to campaign or do anything in the name of the ANC. Yet, publicly, as far as his public position, yes, he's on special leave, but as I mentioned, he continues to earn a salary. All right, let's end the conversation there. Dr. Snuki Zikalala, a Veterans League president.